can't buy your way in. You have to earn it, which is exactly what each and every one of you has done.
It's great to be back here after all this time. The camaraderie that you have here, the connections, this event is awesome.
I don't care what you've achieved, you ought to always be asking yourself, how can I get better?
You have no idea the strength of the community that exists here. For people who have never met you, they're willing to do everything they can to support you, get to know you, and just go that extra mile. Hey, I saw you're doing this. Can I help? Is there anything I can do? You should talk to my friend that does that. And that's just because that you earned it.
It's not about beating somebody. It's about beating myself. I have to just constantly keep in mind that I'm on a quest to see how good I can get.
Leaders that have these qualities, that want to do more, that want to understand how better to do it, and to give them the tools to do it. I think that the summit does a nice job of being a Kickstarter. We're trying to pay it forward.
There's a great lineup of speakers. There's just so much to talk about during the playing days, but then more importantly now, as a former player, like what we're doing now going forward, how we can make an impact. I was excited to be here, honestly.
One of the great things that I love about Bill Campbell is that he seeked the greatness of all the things that he was involved with. And to me, that's what we're doing, is giving kids an opportunity, especially this great group of young men, a chance to see their best.
Bill was fond of saying, you do not, as a leader, you do not have to put greatness into your people. The Almighty already took care of that for you. Your job is to create an environment or find the right position for that person's greatness to shine through.
Everyone knew that's how Bill led Intuit when he was the CEO. He brought out the best of everyone around him.
I noticed a different type of leader, equally brilliant, equally driven, but they used their intelligence in a very different way. They used their intelligence in a way that fostered intelligence and capability in other people.
What makes you unique as a person is your ability to think. But if you can't think differently, you can't change the world.
This is the value you have wherever you go from here, regardless of what you know about the doors that you are about to step through. You are all exquisitely trained in how to solve problems like athletes. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Whether it's football, another sport, the military, business, leadership's about people.
I think at the final moments of life, you don't remember what the biggest honor you got was. You have this kaleidoscope of faces, of people that you were connected with, and if they're faces that meant a lot to you, and hopefully you meant a lot to them, it's going to be a pretty rewarding life.
To really be dialed in and teams, to do anything high achieving, whether in sports or business or anything, takes an immense focus on the details of what you're doing. It's being in the present moment.
You don't rest on your laurels. You go back to work you put the work in the next day, and you let the success motivate you even more. You want a taste of that. I know what it tastes like. Let's go get more of it.
So much of leadership is just, instead of being way up on this perch, is being with people and communicating on the level with them. The fact that you have to bend over to be a good leader, to pay attention, to get in a huddle with people, it makes all the difference in the world.
The day you think you are entitled to something else because you're the guy or gal in charge, you're wrong. That's the nature of leadership. Every day you come to work, you got something to prove.
Be vulnerable, be impactful, be courageous. All the things that you do on the football field, you got to do it in your daily life as well.
There's a bunch of core values there that I lived my life by and that I've brought to the company and they've embraced. They're incredibly important to me. One is make your footprint bigger than your foot. Second is run after problems. Don't say that's not my problem. And the third is get to the truth. You can't make the best decisions, you can't be excellent if you don't get to the truth.
To be here in a cohort of like-minded individuals is really encouraging, it's inspiring, and I don't think that I will ever be the same from coming here.
The Campbell Trophy Summit has been phenomenal. Getting together with not only like-minded individuals who are leaders, but they're also servants, right? So people who want to come and learn and lead, but also serve and change the world for the better. People want authenticity. People want the real. People want you. They don't want what you put on TV, for me, what you put on social media. They don't want the big, the bad, the macho. They want you, the real, the vulnerable, the honest, the authentic. This is a great event. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I believe selflessly in ensuring that the group, the unit, the business
that team succeeds. I learned that from this game, and I so desperately want others to have the opportunity to learn that as well.